F.S.S. and Dallas Nations to another episode of Football Simulation Station, where we use AI technology to give you the best results. I'm JC.
And I'm Julian.
So last week we had the Philadelphia Eagles. Boy, was that a sweet, sweet victory. As you guys seen, our offense did execute a lot better than what they've been showing throughout the year. Cooper, he's showing that he's been worth that first round pick. Ezekiel, he's the man.
He's been doing this thing. You know what? It's almost like a domino effect because Amari Cooper seems to help out players like Allen Hurns. He started to show up in these games too.
Yeah, yes he is.
So
our defense was good overall. They stopped pretty much everyone.
they contained Golden Tate, which I was the kind of one thing to keep an eye on.
You can see that Jason Garrett's not scared of 4th and 1 anymore like he was earlier in the season. He's really gruesome.
I agree. I think he knows, even though they won't say it out loud, that his job is on the line.
Yeah.
So when you kind of have the job on the line, you start thinking like, you know what? Why not? What I got to lose?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. And hopefully, this is that same kind of mindset that will help us overcome a lot of these hurdles when trying to. I want to say that our best shot is going to be to get the division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The wild card's going to be tough.
This was definitely a confident booster for them. So and also our first road win. What sweeter win than the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yes. This week's matchup, we got the Cowboys versus the Falcons, and it's going to be at Atlanta. A lot of Cowboy fans can clearly remember what happened last year. I feel like that was a turning point where a lot of people noticed that the offensive line were not playing what we were accustomed to. We were, used to being called the best offensive line in football, but in that game, we clearly were not. Adrian Claiborne was able to destroy our offensive line. Mainly Chaz Green, he was on that side, and he went for 6 sacks by himself. And then you got Poe and the rest of the defense added 2 more sacks. So it was 8 sacks on Prescott. And you gotta admit, when the quarterback gets sacked 8 times in one game, that kind of shakes your confidence up. Yeah. Your confidence in the offensive line. You're paranoid. You start seeing ghosts coming out after you and stuff. So, I feel like Prescott's still kind of like almost somewhat recovering from that ever since that game. But this is our time to do it's like a rematch. We gotta prove, prove that the team is better, that the quarterback has grown since, and hopefully our offensive line, even though we're banged up, they could hold up better. Adrian Claiborne is now, I believe, with the Patriots, so maybe that might be a good thing.
Cool, yeah. And also, the last time Ezekiel wasn't with us. Mm-hmm. He's with us this game, so hopefully that can change everything around.
Very good point.
But we can't sleep on Julio Jones.
You can't sleep with Julio Jones. He's the one that will rack up yards upon yards upon yards. Him and Matt Ryan have that connection. Especially with the deep passes, he's very hard to contest when you get those bombs up there. But I think Byron Jones could be up to the task. Yeah. Atlanta played against the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Browns brought up an upset. They beat them 28-16. I was actually surprised to see that.
There was a lot of upsets last week. Old Tennessee, Patriots. A lot of people thought the Eagles were going to blow us out. Look what happened.
Exactly.
Any given Sunday, really. So.
Yeah, and the Browns, I think one of the biggest way that they were able to sneak that victory was through the rush to the ground. They were able to rush for 211 yards versus the Falcons. And if the Cowboys are watching film, they're gonna be like, maybe we could do something in that aspect with Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott.
As long as they can keep it balanced, I think the key thing that helped us win against Philly was that they were keeping it balanced.
Yeah.
Unlike the Tennessee game. The Tennessee game was a straight passing. They forgot about the run in the second half. We can't do that. It's a proven fact that once we do that, we lose those games. We just need to keep it balanced.
Yeah, definitely. Some players to watch, like we brought up. Matt Ryan with Julio Jones. Can our secondary contain them? Because Matt Ryan, Julio Jones is his top receiver, obviously. If I was a quarterback, I would look his way every play too. So if I was Dallas, I would have somebody like Byron Jones, especially in the in the red zone. Have him somebody that could jump up with that guy, contest the balls, make him, you know, fight for every yard that he gets, because he's the kind that you just give him a quick pitch and he's so fast and big that he's able to, you know, get those yards after the catch as well. Another thing to watch: Cowboys O-line versus the Falcons pass rush. One thing with that is, of course, Adrian Clayborn's not there. That should be a good thing. Although I think he's an average player at best, that night is just his night. I'm hoping that our pass protection will be good. They held strong against the Eagles, and I think their pass rush is as good or even better than the Falcons. But if they give Prescott some time to throw, Amari Cooper's at least proving as of those 2 games that he's capable of getting some kind of separation. So that's going to be good for him, and it's a domino effect. Allen Hurts, Cole Beasley, and you know, Zeke won't have that stacked boxes. So that's going to be very good to keep an eye on this game.
Another thing would be Ezekiel Elliott. Will he make a difference this game? Like we mentioned before, he wasn't there last game. Hopefully he can show up this game. So now for this week's stats. So, is there anything you want to say?
Go Cowboys!